Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Robinson here again. We are here to help you out with the grade 8 New York State math exam that's coming up. So this is our 400th show that I created for you guys and gals to prepare for your state tests and different topics. So we're going to be taking examples from the 2022 exam. So if you need help with your homework, there's Dollar Teacher Homework Helpline at 212-777-3380. Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Give them a call. They're good people and they will help you out. Don't forget to watch our show Math Time on Tuesdays, 4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. only on Optimum Cablevision in Peekskill on channel 15. And remember, I do have YouTube videos, so my channel name is Dan Robinson, PKMS, Peekskill Middle School. Subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. Write us a comment. I do write back. Check out our latest release, PKMS Math Prep 22. Tweet me at drobmath1. All right, let's get going. There are two boxes of cereal in the shape of rectangular prisms on a shelf. The dimensions of each box of cereal are listed below. So we got two boxes of cereal, and they're in the shape of a rectangular prism. So let me get a little green here and underline rectangular prism. So that's important to know. Let's talk about box A. Box A has a height of 25 centimeters. So that's important. A length of 20 centimeters. And a width of 9 centimeters. So let me draw what it looks like. So here's a box of cereal. I'm sure you've seen many boxes of cereal, and they look pretty much like this. So there's your box of cereal. This is box A, and let me put the dimensions there. The height was 25. The length was 20. The width was 9 centimeters. So there's box A. All right. Now let's talk about box B. It has a height also of 25 centimeters, so that's good to know. So there's a height of 25 centimeters, a length of 19 centimeters, and a width of 6 centimeters. So I'm going to draw box B. It's identical almost in measurements. So this is box B. And let me put the measurements there. It had the same height, which was 25 centimeters, a length of 19 centimeters, but it had a width of 6 centimeters. So they have the question on the bottom, what's the difference? And I remember that word. It's one of our math vocabulary word, which is another way of saying subtraction. So they want to know the difference in volume in cubic centimeters between the two boxes of cereal. All right, well, hopefully you remember your volume formula, length times width times height. And we're going to use our calculator to help us out with the multiplication, because big numbers, 25, it's kind of big. So 25 times 20 times 9, this will be the volume of box A, 4,500 cubic centimeters. So that's the volume, so it holds a lot of cereal. Let's get the volume of box B. So let's clear this, move it over a little bit, Dr. Rob, and multiply their dimensions. 25 again for the height, 19 for the length, and 6 for the width. And that'll give us 2,850 cubic centimeters for box B. So, I'll put that up there. They said, what is the difference in volume in cubic centimeters between the two boxes of cereal? So that means we have to subtract these volumes. So let me clear this and get the first volume, which was box A, had 4,500. Let me subtract box B, which was 2,850, and that'll give me the difference of 1,650 cubic centimeters. That is the difference between the volume of box A and B. So box A has a lot more, but the difference between the two is 1,650. So that's what they were asking for. So our choice answer is A. So that was pretty good. Not bad. That was question number 3. So let's go to question number 14. This deals with exponents, I see. So which expression is equivalent to 15 to the third power and 15 times 15 to the negative 7 power? I know it's multiply because parenthesis next to parenthesis means multiply. So I could guess and check if I wanted to and get my calculator to help me out. So I would take 15, oh, let me get a parenthesis there. 15, raise that to the third power, and move over, times 15 to the negative, and make sure you, oh, I didn't press my exponent arrow, there we go, negative 7. Make sure you press the negative button on your calculator. I know there's a minus button. The calculator differentiates, so the negative button is a lot smaller than the minus button. If you press the minus button by accident, you will get a syntax error. So that's what it equals. Ugly looking decimal number. And I have all different types of answers here, so this does me no good, or does it? Well, it does give you the correct answer to what this problem is, and if you don't know the laws of exponent or how to deal with it, you could type each one of these numbers into your calculator and see which one equals this. So that's another way of getting around the laws of exponent. So if I were to type, let's try the first one, 15, raise that up to negative 21, and see if it equals 0.99919. So, whoa, no, it does not equal that at all. That is not a good answer. So I know not to choose that one. So, Dr. Rob, it's got to be B, C, or D. What is this law of exponent you were talking about? Well, laws of exponent. That is when you have bases, which is the 15, that are the same. This is law number 1. What do you do with the exponents? I will add them together. That's law number 1. When you have bases that are the same, you add the exponents. But Dr. Rob, that's a negative 7. You can add that with a 3. Now you can use your calculator to combine it, but we subtract when the signs are different. So this will give us 7 minus 3, which is 4, and we put a negative sign because the 7 is larger digit than the 3. So that would give us 15 to the negative 4. So which one is that? Is it B? No, that's negative 15 to the 4th power. That's not it. So that means the answer is a fraction? Yes. When you're dealing with negative exponents, those are fractions. So the top number is always 1. The bottom number is the same exact thing you had, except you don't need the negative sign anymore. So your correct answer is C. Okay? So D was no good. Why? Because it had the negative sign down there. So C was our answer. So I hope you're enjoying the video so far and you're understanding what I'm doing. If you're not, rewatch the video, write your questions down. You could email them to me and uh, or write a comment, and I'll be glad to respond. All right, let's continue. Alex opened the savings account with an initial deposit of $50, and I see a period there. I tell my students when you see punctuation, that means stop and go back and try to digest and reread what you just uh, passed, because you might have missed something there. That's why they put punctuation in there for us. So there's something going on with this. He deposit, that means he put money into a bank. What did he deposit? Initially, or at the beginning, $50. So now let's keep reading. Each month, comma, wait, we got to go back. Each month, we missed something there. What are they talking about? They're talking about something that's occurring regularly. So we got to keep that in mind as we go down. All right. So he deposits the same amount of money. So each month, he's going to put in the same amount of money. And there's a period there. So that's what's going on. He uses the equation T equal 50 plus 25M to determine T, comma. So we got some stuff going on here, boy. So T, and so we got an equation going on, T equal 50 plus 25M. The total, I guess that's what the T is. T stands for total. The total amount of money in his savings account in M months, period. Oh, I got to stop there because they're now giving me letters. M months, the total. So what is the unit rate? Unit rate? I've heard that back in 6th grade. And some in 7th. So what unit rate? Man, they're bringing that back to us? Yes. Okay, so what is the unit rate and what is the meaning of the unit rate? So you got to tell them what it means? All right, let's go back to 6th grade math. That unit rate meant the cost of one. But I taught 7th grade, and I told you guys we don't call it unit rate in 7th grade. We call it COP. Sometimes the letter K. COP, what's that? Cop. And we call it the constants of proportionality in 7th grade. And I told you guys when you go to 8th grade, they change the name up on you. Really? Yes, they call it the slope. It's the constant number that keeps doing something next to the X. And they even gave it a different letter, M, for slope. Now, Dr. Rob, I might get a little confused here because I see they got an M in this equation here. Well, I want you to remember when you have the slope, what letter is next to it? X. X is always next to the slope. So it's attached, the number is attached to the letter X. So the slope is the number, sorry, next to the X. Well, this one has an M there. I'm going to make believe that's an X. So that way I don't get confused, because that's how it should be written. But M stands for the amount of months. So we can call it X months usually, but we can call it M months. We can use any letter we like. But it's the 25, which is really important. That is the slope. which we call the COP, or unit rate. So what's going on, Dr. Rob? $25 each month is being put in the bank account. So I'm going to look at the 25. I see two answers. 25 is the amount of money Alex deposits each month. Hey, that's true. I would select that. But let me look down here and see. 25 is the amount of money Alex initially deposited? No. It said he initially deposited $50. So C is wrong. And I'm not even going to look at the other two 50s because they're wrong to begin with. The slope is 25, or the amount of money that he always deposited each month was 25. So B and D are also wrong. So A is the correct answer. Man, that's really good. They're making you learn that vocabulary. So the choice A is the best one to pick. Really good question. All right, last question. The dimensions of a cone are shown in the figure below. What is the approximate volume, approximation, in cubic centimeters of the cone? So what's nice about this, we're dealing with volume again, and they have a sheet because there are a lot of formulas to deal with in 8th grade, and volume is one of them that's useful to have on the sheet. They do have areas, so they have A, C's, and B's. So I see Pythagorean theorem down there. So refer to your formula sheet for the cone formula. So if you want to find the volume formula, there it is on the bottom down there. V equals 1/3 pi r squared h. So let's move that out of the way, and I'll put it over here so you can see it. So V equals 1/3 pi r squared h. So all we got to do in order to find the volume is know our terms. So this is like a vocabulary term. V stands for volume, and R stands for radius. What is the radius? It's the line that goes from the center of a circle to the edge of the circle. And here's that circle. So that would be our radius. So the 6 is the radius. And the height, I know you guys know that. That's how tall the cone is. So all I'm going to do is replace the R with 6 and replace the H with height with 11. And there's what it looks like. So I'm going to type this in my calculator, 1/3 pi. You can use parentheses if you want to, 6 squared, 11. And if you're using a good calculator, it knows the difference. So, even the calculator on that they have, their calculator is not too bad, but be careful of the simplify button. So I type this in my calculator. I get 414.6 rounded off to 415 because they asked us to approximate. So I'm going to go with choice B. So nice little review of cones. So that's all I got for you guys. So I have other videos that you can check out. I hope you're understanding what's going on because I want you to pass. So if you're having struggles, check out my other videos from other years past. So if you need help with your homework, there's Dial a Teacher Homework Helpline, 212-777-3380, Monday to Thursday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Don't forget to watch our show, Math Time, on Tuesdays, 4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m., only on Optimum Cablevision in Peekskill, Channel 15. And we also have YouTube videos available for you, so check out my videos. My channel name is Dan Robinson, PKMS, Peak Skill Middle School. Subscribe to my channel. Give us a thumbs up. Let me know how am I doing. Write me a comment. I do write back. Check out our great video, funny, PKMS Math Prep 22. You can tweet me at DRobMath1. If you would like some more work on this topic, write me at robinsonmath@aol.com. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen, on your exam. I know you're going to do well because you've been watching my videos. I have other videos in there. This is video number 400. So check out those other videos if you need help. This is Dr. Rob signing off. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.